Hello, this is Fred Woodison. I'm reading from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers A Bible Believer Looks at World History. And you can find it on lulu.com, amazon.com, or at the Bible Baptist Bookstore. And it's conclusions that I drew from studying world history, very surface survey type of thing. But these are things you should know about. Even if you disagree with me, if you're another faith tradition, another religion, you won't agree with what I say. You might even be offended by it, but you should have an opinion about it. You should study it yourself. Have some facts at your disposal. So I'm gonna start talking about the King James Bible, very monumental from a Protestant religious point of view in the West and today. So bear with me. We'll begin. Then a Bible translation was created that did what Luther's German Bible had done for the German language, helping to create modern English and influencing 300 years of Christian life in the countries that spoke English. I'm going to rely on the secular histories by Olga Opfel, the King James Bible translators, and the best selling God's Secretaries by Adam Nicholson, a great deal, as well as the 1858 work, The Translators Revived by Alexander McClure, for my information on this subject. In 1603, the great English monarch and staunch Protestant who oversaw England during the time of Walter Raleigh's and Francis Drake's explorations and the defeat of the Spanish Armada, Queen Elizabeth I lay dying. She was to be replaced by James Stuart of Scotland, having been king of that country since he was 1 year old. Both of James' parents had Tudor genes, Tudor, Tudor, the family of Elizabeth, but until 1586, she had not hinted that she would choose him to be her heir. The king is known by history as a man of contradictions. He has been called the Solomon of his time, the first English king with the English derivation of the Hebrew name Jacob, hence the appellation for his era of Jacobean. He could read Latin and Greek and Hebrew and other languages at a young age himself, translated sacred writings between various languages, although he had no hand in the translation process of the Bible that bears his name. He has been also called God's silly vassal. He was credited by some historians as being the first English king to use the term Great Britain. He was also condemned by the Puritans for playing tennis on Sunday. He made peace with a long-standing enemy, Spain. He also was accused of being a homosexual 25 years after his death by someone he had removed from his court named Weldon. And there's contradictory accusations back and forth made by different historians. Under his watch, the colony of Jamestown was created, but also under his watch, many Puritans were kicked out of England. Finally, under his watch, and with his approval of the greatest translation of the Bible in any language at any time, was executed. King James VI of Scotland, who united the British crown as King James I of England, was an all too human king who left a mark on the English speaking world that is felt today. 400 years later, as many Christians still believe that the authorized version, excuse me, of the Bible is the Word of God in English, an inspired translation, or the words of God that He wants us to have in English. Others disagree and don't like the translation at all, taking every opportunity they can to condemn it. So we're going to pick it up next time, talking about the conference that at Hampton Court that set this all off, and we'll continue from there. All right. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this will encourage you to study. Take care.